Hey everybody, today we're going to be writing our very first song together. And this is going to be so easy and so simple that you won't even believe it. So the first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to pick a topic. This topic can be literally anything. It can be your favorite food, or it can be a hobby, or a pet that you like, or your favorite animal. Choose from one of these topics, it doesn't matter what it is, and then continue the video after you've chosen. Alright, now that you have picked a topic, we're going to start writing our song. Now I'm going to use an example topic, and I'm picking one of my favorite animals, and that's the armadillo. I live in San Antonio, Texas, and these critters are just the cutest thing imaginable. So that's going to be my topic. So as we start writing, we're going to be writing just 4 lines of text. This is going to be super easy. And you think about rhyming a lot in songs, but we're actually not going to rhyme very much. And you don't have to rhyme at all, but we're going to do it because it is kind of fun, and we're going to rhyme the second and the fourth line. This is called an A, B, C, B rhyme scheme. The lines that are labeled B rhyme with each other, and since there are no second lines labeled as A or C, these lines don't rhyme with anything. Alright, so now we're just going to write a statement about our topic. Like if our topic was pizza, we might write, "Pizza is really cheesy," and that would be a great way to start our little song. I'm going to make my statement about the armadillo. I'm going to say, "Texas has a bunch of armadillos," and that's going to be what I use for my first line. You say whatever you want. You can describe it in any way that you'd like. Whatever your topic is, take a moment and write your first line now. Alright, now that we've written our first line, we're going to write our second line. And the only thing about this line is that last word, we're going to have to rhyme it later. So it's really important to pick a word that's going to be easy to rhyme, and not something like chrysanthemum that's going to be really hard to rhyme. And from here on out, we can keep on describing whatever the topic is. If it were pizza, I might go, "I like to eat it every Thursday," just describing when I eat pizza, or where I eat pizza, or how the pizza smells or tastes. Any of those things could work for the second line. Since I'm using a song about armadillos, I'm going to describe their activity. Armadillos, they roll around in a cute little ball. And that word ball is going to be so easy to rhyme. There's lots of rhymes for that. And so that's how I'm starting the second line. Take a moment, write your second line, and then continue the video. Alright, now we're going to write our last 2 lines, and we're going to write these kind of together. So for example, I'm taking and I'm needing to aim to rhyme something at the end of this line. So I think about my second line, that word ball, and I just start listing rhymes. Ball, tall, haul, all. And I pick one and kind of play with how I might end with that word. I'm going to choose the word all, and I'm thinking, the thing about the armadillos is they're so cute, I just want to take them all and keep them. Except for having an armadillo as a pet or going and stealing them off the side of the road is illegal. So that's how I'm going to end my song. I'm going to go, "And if it weren't illegal, I'd find a way to catch them all." And that's how I'm going to end my song. Take a moment and brainstorm your last couple lines. And remember, we're not trying to write a great song. We're just trying to write our first song. So just whatever comes to mind is good enough. Your first idea is the best idea. If you'll just go with whatever that is, you'll wind up with a song. And then if you want to change it later, or you want to come up with more songs, you'll keep getting better and better at figuring out how this works. Go ahead now and write your last 2 lines, and then start the video back. Alright, now we have our verse. We have our 4 lines. And what you want to do now is you want to read it out loud and just get a feel for how the words flow through you. So as I read mine, it sounds like this. Texas has a bunch of armadillos. They roll around in a cute little ball. And if it weren't illegal, I'd find a way to catch them all. That has a flow to it, and if you'll notice, I even leave a little bit of space around it. Practice just saying your words out loud a couple of times, and then let's continue the video. Alright, now that you've taken and you've done that a few times, we're going to now try to sing our song. And what we're going to do to make this fun is we're going to use a background track. Now, on our website, we have a bunch of background tracks that are different chord progressions. And a chord progression is just a bunch of notes that flow in a particular sequence that make the background of a song. Now, if you already know about chord progressions, or you know how to play an instrument and can play those, that's great. But if you can't, you can pick any one of these chord progressions. It doesn't even matter which one you pick, and just practice singing your song over the top of it. This is the way a lot of people take and write songs. They just kind of figure out some chords and they wrap their melody around those chords. That's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to choose a progression, and I have a keyboard in front of me, so I'm going to play it out loud. You don't have to know what this means, but I am playing a 1, 5, 6, 4 progression. And it's just 4 chords that are going to repeat. So I'm going to play this, and after I've played it a time or two, I'm just going to experiment and improvise singing my words over this. And if I'm feeling really inspired, I might even add some extra words in there and just see what happens. And my goal is to just have a good time while doing this and experiment. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad. Texas has a bunch of armadillos. They roll around in a cute little ball. And if it weren't illegal, I'd find a way to catch them all. Armadillos, 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 catch them all. Except maybe you shouldn't do that, 'cause it's illegal to catch all the armadillos. Yeah, armadillos. So the idea here is to just play and to just see what happens and just have fun with it. And you can do this when you try a different track, it'll sound different. You know, a couple of pieces of advice are just, maybe hum or even just make up some words. Try to move your body and feel the chord progression before you sing it. And then just have fun. You have listened to so much music in your life that you know more about how melodies work than you think. And if you'll trust that intuition, that's the best way to start writing songs. So this is just a starting place. There's so many more things that you can learn about songwriting, and we have so many materials at our website, williswonderland.org. Click on Musical Wonders, and then continue to follow us to find more videos about songwriting and how you can do this both as a student or if you're a teacher, how you can do it in your classroom.